Hi guys, as you may or may not know, I am going to be going to Disneyland about 2 weeks, a little over 2 weeks from now, spending 5 days there with my son. It's an annual trip that we take, and we usually have a really good time. Because of that, I was thinking, I think I'll do a video on some well-known YouTubers that we have met at the park and share that with you. Now, you may not think they're that well-known, but anyways, at least for the ones that we watch, they seem to be. So here we go. The first one that we saw was Justin Scard, and he does some really cool videos. He was doing a lot years ago in the Disneyland history and just fun things around Disneyland. He still does some of that. He's got two channels, Live Fast Die Poor, and he also has the Justin Scard, which I think that's the one he uses more now. Anyways, so if you're interested in checking him out or any of the other people that I'm going to tell you about, I will link them down below, and you can check them out if you so choose. So anyways, he was the first person that we saw. And we hung out with him for about 20 minutes, so it was quite a lot of fun. He now wears a Random Land. It's got an R on his hat, but years ago, if you look at the picture, he had a Mickey Mouse hat. This was a hat that he used to wear years ago. But anyways, we had a good time and enjoyed meeting him. The next person is not a YouTuber. His name is Phil Sears. He has Phil Sears Collectibles. The funny story about that is that my son and I were getting on the monorail in the front, and they have two people. It's either I'm thinking it's his wife. It's either his wife or girlfriend, but I'm guessing it's his wife. And they got on with us, and I was thinking, man, this guy looks very familiar. And then I realized, oh, it's Phil Sears. Now, Phil Sears, like I said, he sells collectibles. They're kind of high-end. And I bought a few of them off of him and off the internet. And it was just pretty funny that I knew of this guy, and I talked to him, and he says, well, he hasn't been to the park. He came there to check out on some, some things, to buy some things or whatever, or see what new things that they had. But anyways, the thing about him is that he knows the Walt Disney family, so that's kind of a cool connection. Diane Disney, he knew. If you look on his website, he's been with several famous people as well, and so you might check that out. But he was telling me about the grandkids and stuff, and so he knows them. He knows Imagineers, so he's pretty in with the Disney crowd. So that was really interesting and cool to me. So I thought I'd share that with you. Another YouTuber that we met is Brian Hall. Now, he, at the time, had about 500,000 subscribers. I'm sure it is much more now. And we saw him, we've seen him about 3 times now. One time was on the same trip, but we saw him on the last trip for the 3rd time. And anyways, we got his picture with him. You can see that right here. Now, the cool thing about him is he is awesome at doing Disney character voices. If you like that kind of thing, I recommend his channel, and I will put a link down below so you can check his channel out. Really nice guy, and as you can see, we got our picture taken with him. The last person I'm going to tell you about is not a YouTuber that I'm aware of, but he is an actor, and his name is John Walmsley. Now, if you don't know who he is, well, if you're in my generation, you're going to probably know, because if you ever watched the Waltons from many years ago in the 70s, okay, he was Jason Walton on there, and it was pretty cool to see him. Now, the reason that I even know of that about him, or that about him being at Disneyland, is because of Adam the Woo and Justin Scard. Now, Adam the Woo's another one I watched. I have not met him as of yet. Would like to do so, but have not yet. But anyways, because of a video either Justin Scard or Adam the Woo was doing, I know they were together, they were talking about him being at Disneyland. And then we were there the next week and we located John Walmsley. Now, John Walmsley also was the voice of Christopher Robin in some of the cartoons of Winnie the Pooh. And so that's pretty interesting as well. I didn't know it till more research, but he's actually from England. Now, why am I telling you that he's from England? Well, I went up to him and I said, "Can I get your picture?" And he said, "Yes." And then I said, "I know who you are." I said, "You're from the Waltons." And the funny thing is that he stuck to character like he should do when he works for Disneyland. He said, "Waltons? I knew some Waltons who were in prison in England." And so he didn't really deny it, but that was kind of the line he gave me, and I thought that was quite interesting. Okay, so the part of the story that I didn't tell you is that where was he? Well, he was one of the people. There's like, I'm gonna say about 5 people maybe that play instruments out in front of Pirates of the Caribbean, and so that was where we saw him. Now it doesn't seem that he's there anymore, so and if he is, then you'll get to see him. But anyway, I haven't seen him since. That was that one trip, and that was pretty cool. So because I used to watch the Waltons as a kid, and so that was pretty neat. So that's going to do it for this video. Like I had said, I will put the links below to the different channels, Brian Hall's channel and Justin Scard's, and Phil Sears. It's not a channel, but if you choose to buy some Disney collectibles, he's got some pretty cool things. So I hope you enjoyed this video. It's kind of a different video. I know I enjoyed making it, and we will see you next time. Until next time, bye guys.